Hello, and welcome to my guide for the Master Warpriest Challenge, where we go over the methods for linears and Thundercrash. Welcome to the linear method. This method is more LFG-esque, where it is easier to move around and go directly to where the knight spawns to steal the brand than any of the skill that would be involved in the Thundercrash method. Our team used Stasis Font of Might builds, one Divinity, and because we were slightly underleveled at the time, we used Illumina. The Lumina is not required to finish this if you have people around 1600 power level or 1590, but it does make things relatively easier and not so close for a 4-phase. To help your teammates from getting bombarded, the left side should attempt to pull aggro. There's this little wall that you can hide behind so that the Warpriest will shoot you there, and then you can move to damage without getting absolutely destroyed. What I mean by move for damage is you need to move to wherever the next knight is going to spawn so that you will not fail the challenge. You have 3 seconds to pick up the brand after killing the knight to swap the aura. There are 2 spots for damage, the first one being here on the right between the center and right hand side pillars. The right and the middle can swap the aura here within those 3 seconds. Grabbing the right side aura can be a little tight, especially if you kill the knight off to the far right. A good way to prevent this is to either shove him, like just run into him, or you could use something like an Icarus-Warlock to cover that distance. The second spot that you want to use for damage is down here on the ledge next to the left pillar. This gives you a good clear view of the Warpriest, and the person grabbing the brand from the top left can just drop down and steal it, no problem. From this ledge, it's really easy to jump onto the platform where the Warpriest is, or off to the rock to your left to jump up and go behind the left pillar. I would just try to not get stuck behind all of your teammates and give yourself enough time to get behind the pillar. A quick tip, if you don't know how the knights spawn, they will always spawn in a random order from where the aura is not obtained. For example, if we step on the plates left, middle, then right, the right side person gets the aura, and that means that a knight will spawn on the left and in the middle. So you can kind of predict where you're going to be running. There's really not much more to say about the linear method. Move to where the knight spawns and immediately start doing damage from that position. If you wait to move until the knight is killed, then you will not have enough time to do damage. With this, I'm just going to let the kill play out. It was a 4-phase, it's possible to do a 3-phase, but this was like the 3rd run that we had for the week. It can be better optimized, and I wish you good luck in your kills. If you have interest in moving over to the Thundercrash method, please go to the timestamp on screen for that explanation. Thank you for watching, and if you are still struggling to finish this, feel free to pop on over to my Twitch stream, twitch.tv/GambitsCasino, and I will be happy to help you out. Welcome to the Thundercrash explanation of how to do this challenge. For this method, you will want everyone to run a lament and one player to run a tractor cannon. If you do not own a lament, we found that running a falling guillotine and a witherhoard was pretty decent DPS. Everyone who is running a sword should be running lucent blade for those faster recharge of your charged lament attacks. For our team, we used 2 Thundercrash Titans for receiving the brand, 2 Well-Locks, and 1 Tether Hunter. The last player can technically run anything, but I usually tell them to run Blade Barrage, Thundercrash, or an extra Well for that extra DPS or healing. The Thundercrash Titans should go and be prepared to go and get the brand. When the aura timer gets to about 4 seconds, I like to activate my super, and while the animation is going off, pick up the brand and Thundercrash into the aura. You want to be interacting with the aura before your Thundercrash lands in order to time it properly. You will only have 2 players going to kill a knight in this method. The first player to be going to kill a knight is going to be the Titan that has the tractor cannon. The second Titan will go kill the second knight and will leave the aura around 4 to 5 seconds of the first aura. From the stage, it's very easy to get behind any one of the pillars, and you can leave as soon as the boss goes immune. We like to use the left pillar first because it's still probably the most annoying to get to. The order in which the knight spawns corresponds to where the aura ends. For example, if we go left, right, middle as we did here, then the knight will spawn on the left or the right because the aura spawned in the center. The first person who is claiming the brand should call out where the second knight is spawning so that the second person can leave DPS and not have to hunt for the knight. Make sure you give yourself enough time to leave DPS in order to kill the knight on time. A big tip here is sometimes the Warpriest likes to move onto one side of the stage, and you need to move the aura towards the other side so that you can pick up the brand in time. You can see here I moved towards the person coming in, so that way we would not fail the challenge when he was bringing it to the stage. Not failing the challenge is way more important than having continuous DPS. It's a very, very easy 4-phase, and with a potential 3-phase, using Lament. Using this strategy, if you move everybody up into a hiding position close to the Warpriest, you can start damage a lot sooner than waiting for all of the plates to go off. Here is another example of moving the aura in order to pick up the aura because the Warpriest is all the way off to the left. We would have failed the challenge if the aura had not moved. Another tip is while you have the aura, you should attempt to melee cancel so you're not flung backwards to let everybody keep doing damage and so that the other person coming in to steal the aura does not miss. This ended up being a pretty easy kill, but I did not include a clip of jumping up from the center, so I'm going to go over that real quick. Right side second.
14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
Tell me when you're coming, Lord. I'm going to move to the... So let's talk about the middle for a second. When I kill the middle knight, you have plenty of time to jump up from the middle. All you have to do is grab the brand, do a double jump, and then as long as you are interacting with the brand while you fly through the air, you will grab it in plenty of time. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video, and if you're still having a hard time getting clear, feel free to come over to my Twitch at Gamus Casino, and I'd be happy to help you out.